Hi, I'm Bud. Welcome back to 70 Unbroken. So the last video I made, I told you that I'm shooting for the top 100 in next year's CrossFit Open in the men's 70 plus division. But I'm not a professional athlete, never have been. And I mentioned in that last video that I'm not a trainer, I'm not a guru, anything like that. However, I do have a secret weapon in my arsenal.
I don't know about that, but
yeah. Oh yeah. So Coach Melissa. And so what I want to do today is I want to introduce Coach Melissa just so you get to know her a little bit. And stick around because when we finish getting to know her just a little bit, I want to ask her about something that seems important to me, and that's winning the mental game. Like her hacks for how do you overcome excuses and how do you really get the thought in your mind that you can do something. So we're going to come to that. But first of all, Coach Melissa. Now, Melissa, your certifications are
a mile long.
A mile long.
It feels like that. Yes,
yeah.
Yes,
but
yeah.
you are she's a CrossFit level 2 trainer, plus a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. So it's been, I've done everything from CrossFit Kids to CrossFit Mobility, just a regular personal trainer as well. Also a 200-hour certified yoga instructor, Pilates, a little bit of everything kind of rolled into there. Also a USAW sports performance coach, so a lot of Olympic lifting, which I absolutely love, and just a wide range. It's been a long time, so I love getting that extra education and learning
so you've been,
as I go.
Melissa's got all these, and she's been training people for 15,
about 15 years,
15 years.
15 plus years.
Yeah. So you can see what an advantage I've got. So, and for me, you love weightlifting, but that mobility stuff probably, something I need, but people my age.
Yeah.
All right.
And barbell rehab.
And barbell rehab.
That as well.
Okay, tell us about what barbell rehab means.
So it is pretty much helping people to not have to stay out of the gym, even if they have something that might limit them. So, say you're a person that has maybe a little back pain or a shoulder injury, and you're just afraid to kind of come into the gym and try things. Barbell rehab is a certification that kind of helps trainers learn to manage with people, their clients, how the mental game, not only the mental game, but just how they can get into the gym and still move with a barbell, let alone not just body weight. So it's a great certification, and I just did that one earlier this year.
Yeah, but before we go, Melissa, here's the thing I wanted to ask you about today. And one of the things I want the channel to focus on is what I call the mental game or the mind game, because it's been important in my life. And what I mean by that is, for me personally, sometimes I have that voice in my head that says, you're too old to do this. Mm-hmm. And there's no particular reason. It just says, hey, you're too old. Or another part of the mental game, for me personally, I think it probably applies to a lot of people my age, although, if somebody disagrees, again, you can make a comment about it. But for people my age, 70 plus, maybe 60 plus, maybe 50 plus, I'm tired. That's just the reality of I'm tired.
Me too.
Yeah, but you're still a baby.
I know.
So I have to overcome those. And of course, there's some truth to I'm tired, because when you're older, your body gets, like aches and pains and misfires and mishaps and things that are going on. But I can't let those things be excuses. Those are mind games to me.
Right.
The mental game. What would you say to me or anybody else about the mental game of getting fit or maybe doing anything else in life?
Yeah, the mental game is hard, and it's not only for older athletes. For everyone. Yeah. It's climbing over that. Like, how do you get past these things? And I think a lot of it is we have this fear in us. We have a fear that maybe it's, we're afraid we won't be able to do something. We can't accomplish that goal, but then if you don't try, you'll never know. So I mean, mentally, there's so many different things, just overcoming and trying to take little steps. Sometimes I think we dive in too deep at first. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes people they think it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be that way. You know, you can just start by, okay, today I'm going to walk, maybe I'm going to have 5,000 steps today instead of 3,000. Just doing little things. Or water. I'm going to drink water today instead of drinking pop. Like just little goals to help to get yourself to realize that, okay, I could do this, maybe I can do this. And then stepping forward and finding also people that support and want to be there for you.
So important.
Support
So
is
important.
such a huge thing. Your friends, your family, a coach. It's having people that really want to build you up and help support you on your journey, no matter what that is. So maybe it's on, being healthier, being more active, or maybe it's, something else. Maybe it's more nutrition based. Maybe it's not anything like that at all. Maybe it's something with work, just being more motivated to stay on task. Just having people that you can almost be accountable to also, people that can check in and say, hey bud, how are things going? Community is such a huge part of it. So I think finding a space and people in a place that really want to support you, like this gym here, we have a great community, and having those people that want to build you up really takes you further. Takes you through that next, next step.
Thank you, Melissa. I think that's so helpful. That's helpful to me. So take those small steps. Don't think you have to do all or nothing. Find that community, whether it's a gym you belong to or whether it's your next door neighbor that you go walking with, somebody to be together with, are super helpful. One of the things we're trying to convey here is that, your age doesn't define you. It's what's in your heart. So if you have got it in your heart to do something, overcome the mental objections and just do it.
Get out there and try.
Get out there and try.
Right?
So high five, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed Coach Melissa, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share.
Yes, please.
And we'll come back with Coach Melissa again. And so comment and let me know what your question for her might be. And we'll see you next time.
See you guys. Thanks.
Bye.